All right, and here we go, race fans. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fusel. Good to be back. I was off last Sunday and Monday. I heard you're all over that Tim Ritchie runner last Sunday. Captain Scotty, some nice races last Monday as well. Kelly Rubley won that nice 3 other than. So I was keeping an eye on the races, but I had a couple days off. Good to be back today as Friday kicks off the 4-day race weekend. We have a big day tomorrow, 4 stake races here tomorrow, and I've been looking forward to the 2 Maryland Juvenile Championship races for the boys and the fillies. I think they're setting up to be 2 sensational races tomorrow, 2 of 4 stake races we have on the day tomorrow.
Real nice card. Good, real good card tomorrow. Clever Mind. Limited view coming back off of the Maryland Million victories. Miss Locust Point going to come in, it looks like, for service. And It's the Journey, I think, is going to go ahead and be the favorite in the Bender. Quality card on tap for tomorrow.
Real quality card. I like a long shot in the Bender. Noteworthy Peach, I'll say it right now. Noteworthy Peach coming off a 13-month layoff. Gary Capuano, Jevion Toledo, they did it with Whirlin' Curlin a couple weeks ago. A big upset winner. Whirlin' Curlin, one of the 2-year-olds to try to take on Clever Mind in the boys division of the juvenile races.
That juvenile of the boys is really compact field, but a lot of talent all the way through. You've got Jamaican Don, cord maker. Don't forget about him. The blinker's going on. This is a horse turning back a little bit distance. I like him too. I think you're going to get the right price on him.
Yeah, I think he's been working nicely here for Rodney Jenkins. So 4 stake races, a great race card tomorrow here at Laurel Park. We also have the popular $10,000 giving tree for you tomorrow here at Laurel Park. You're going to have a chance to win flat screens, iPads, gaming systems, and more for the adult fans. Drawings throughout the afternoon. You also get a free 2018 Maryland Jockey Club calendar. This is all tomorrow, part of the $10,000 giving tree. Come on out here. Try to win a present under the tree. Always a popular promotion. Should have a big crowd out here tomorrow. I think we'll have some nice weather. Also tomorrow, this phone's beeping here. People sending me some winners, hopefully, for this afternoon. Put that on silent. But nice feature from Gulfstream Park tomorrow. And you can watch it here. We'll have all the simulcast action from Gulfstream. It's the Classico del Caribe simulcast from Gulfstream. The race is going to feature the best 3-year-olds from the associated countries of the Caribbean Turf Federation. It's a $600,000 race. There it is. And this is the first time it's been run here in the United States, I believe.
I'm sure you get great representation.
Sure.
The fans will be out in full force at Gulfstream for that race. I've been reading a little bit about that, and it's going to be, looks like a fun day down there.
All right, good day of racing tomorrow here at Laurel Park and down there at our sister track, Gulfstream Park, which is now into their second weekend of the championship meet down there. So good luck to everybody down there. Let's get right to it here. The weather, perfect weather today for racing here in Maryland. The track will have a nice, perfect, fast track today. All the races on the main track. No more turf this year. Upper 30s. We might get up into the 40s today. It's a little chilly out here, but the main track is fast. We have a couple new heaters on set. Thank you to our great facilities crew. Rick Allen, Aaron McElwee, getting us some nice heaters out here. We got heaters on the side of us, up above us. We're all set here in our little winter studio by the historic Laurel Park paddock. Let's get right to the opener here. A couple nice betting options here in race 1. We'll kick off the rolling super high 5. Every race with 7 or more entries will have this rolling super high 5. Has a low 15% takeout. Keep your eye on that throughout the day. You can catch a big carryover sometimes in that super high 5. Race 1 also kicks off your early pick 5. Both the pick 5s here at Laurel Park, always your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. It's a mandatory payout here on the early pick 5. Let's take a look at race 1. Going a flat mile, claiming 5,000. Filly mares 3 and up. Haven't won 2 in 6 months. Never won 5. This is a tough beat nickel condition. I'm going to go the far outside here. The 7, E. Lizzie for trainer Jason Egan. 6-year-old mare taking a little bit of a drop here to this level. Has been running her last race, where it was against Open 7,500, albeit the race came off the turf that day. Still a big 9-horse field. Decent second 2 starts ago at Delaware against Beaton. 8,000 claimers going long. E. Lizzie, a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park, 6-time winner at this 1-mile distance. Forrest Boyce will be able to stay out of trouble out there on the outside. Probably the best part of the racetrack here in the wintertime.
Yeah, we saw it come back a little bit more even, the track playing a little bit more even, you could win and kind of sit inside for pretty much almost the duration of a trip.
Right.
We've seen it. Kimber Goodwin called that the little scraping of the rail the other day. But
Nice
you're right. I
ride.
still think, all in all, it's not going to kill you to hedge a little bit, maybe 2 and 3 path. But Lizzie, Champagne Time, they're going to be your 2 favorites. I think the road is, from a betting standpoint, Champagne Time, a slight edge. They just don't have any speed, but they come out of open company, as you say, Stan, and there's some suspect speeds out in front of them. Hanalei Sunset has won 2 straight at Charlestown.
Short.
Well, you hit the top of the lane, you've got 1/8 of a mile to go.
Right.
Not here going a mile. You got 5/16. I think Whether or Not has some speed to kind of force the issue, as does My City. Champagne Time, Lizzie, kind of, you can, I don't want to say call them plotters, but, they come from substantially far back.
Yep.
This field sets up the right way. Out of the open companies, they face better. I think they kind of take position. I think Champagne Time has a little bit more speed, if you can say that, and is going to get the jump on Lizzie, one of these 2 to get you started in the open. I just don't think the speed is going to carry for the 3 or even the 2.
Champagne Time, of course, trained by Claudio Gonzalez. Could be a big weekend here for our leading trainer, Gonzalez. He has 2 runners in the Willow on the Move Stakes tomorrow. Also, Nico Bree and TJ, I think, just a mortal lock in the last race tomorrow. Going to be a short price, going to be a single on a lot of multi-race wagers. All right, so we like the same 4 horses here in the opener to kick off the Super High 5 and the early pick 5. Let's take a look here at the second race to kick off the first of 3 pick 4s we have on the menu for the afternoon. Pick 4 starting races 2, 4, and 6. I like the late pick 4. You like the early pick 4 here. Let's take a look at your ticket.
Yeah, and just an overview of this card, and we'll get to this pick 4. But, I mean, I've got a lot of short prices on the morning line, a couple 3 to 5s, some 7 to 5 sprinkled along the way. Suspect, though, a couple of these faves. I think we can get by them, and that's why we got to spread a little bit extra. I usually don't like going $36 for an early pick 4, but we're gonna try to kind of get by a couple of these faves, really spread in race 5. So 2, 3, 5 to get you started in race number 2. Ice T, we haven't seen for a couple months, looks awfully tough, but it's gonna have to be on his A game to get by a couple of these Claudio runners. Third race, the 4 and the 7, 2 deep there. Fourth race, the 4 and the 6. And in the 5th, there's a spread 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. A lot of ways to go. Just some really unproven animals in race 5. And maybe Honey Bun is kind of hedging back to her top form. Maybe pull a slight upset there in the 5th, get you some price. With $36 ticket for the early pick 4.
Yeah, Honey Bun had a sharp maiden win last out. We have a video spotlight of that filly when we get to race 5. I agree with you. I think that race, a 10,000 two-life filly mare, is a wide-open condition. Let's take a look here at the second race, going a flat mile, claiming 16,000 for 3-year-olds or older horses. Never won 3, and Ice T is going to be a popular favorite here in this race. Here's a video spotlight, October 9th here for this 3-year-old by Adios Charlie. Is going to run first off the claim today for Kieran McGee.
Yeah, handled the sloppy sealed surface, no issues whatsoever to win going away by 12 3/4. And we don't give out the easy comment too often up there in the Equibase room in the press box. And this is about as easy as it gets for Ice-T. Kieran went back, a reclaim. Haven't seen this horse, though, for a while. And I think the key to this race might be the one, King of Night, Trombetta's horse. What kind of speed does he show? Because I know he's got it. You look at some of those internals in some of those sprint races, 21 flat, 22 and change, not too far off of it.
Right.
Can he go out there enough, whether he gets the lead or just forces Ice-T, coming off of that 2-month layoff, going to this one-turn mile, take a little bit out of Ice-T? That's going to be the key. If he doesn't, I think Ice-T could be gone. But right there on their heels, I think, turning for home will be the 5, One Proud Wildcat for Claudio Gonzalez. Now, did get a good dual setup last time. Perfect cover. The winner of that race was like a 3 to 5 shot coming in, I think, for Damasi coming in from Parks. But One Proud Wildcat, 2 good races in a row, actually 3 good races in a row at Laurel. This horse is proven, likes the track, sits, stalks, and pounces.
I used the 5's going to be a formidable foe here with Julian Pimentel aboard for Gonzalez. I use One Proud Wildcat in the exacta, but I'll go with the 3 Ice-T on top here. 3-year-olds won 6 races already, taking advantage of this dual condition, going against older horses that haven't won 3. Is coming off a little bit of a layoff here after McGee went in and claimed this horse again. has a nice half-mile bullet workout at Pimlico December 4th, 48-2. McGee's 23% with horses coming off this kind of fresh thing. So J.D. Acosta it will ride to 3. Ice-T, my top pick here, but the 5-1 Proud Wildcat, big 82 buyer last out in a game second. A little cheaper level, but not much of a step up here today.
Yeah, I see though. He's tough. Kieran went back. He, manages his horses perfectly. Acosta might just throw the knockout punch around the turn with this horse, and he could be gone. But one Proud Wildcat, just the way he's kind of cycling upward and upward. I'm a little skeptical of the 82, but even if you back it up to a mid-70, that puts him right there with Ice-T. But Ice-T loves to win. 6 wins.
And we both like the other Gonzalez horse in here, too. The 2 Alarming, 6-1. Kevin Gomez will ride. A good second 2 starts ago on the main track. Didn't like the turf last out. Now getting back to the main track. Claudio turf to dirt, 31%. So Alarming, I think, with a shot in here at a decent price.
A horse that doesn't have a lot of speed. He wants things a little quicker on the front. And as you see, he just kind of flattened a little bit. But those internals 2 back. That was the 2-back try on the dirt behind Gold Braid. Kind of got away with really soft early fractions. Alarming, he fits well right here for 16.
Gets a little drop, too.
Yeah,
right? A little class relief. All right, let's take a look here at the 3rd race. Also going a mile here in the 3rd, claiming 11,000 for 2-year-old fillies. And I think the 2, Shikor, is going to love this distance. A very impressive debut winner at 26-1. Gave somebody the pick 6 that day for about 35,000. It was an impressive debut win. Then they got confident on this 2-year-old filly by Frisian Fire here for Kieran McGee. They stepped up to Allowance Company. That race was just too tough. Hey, Nicky, some sharp runners in there. Shikor didn't break very well that day. Now takes a much-needed drop today. Gets Elvis Trujillo, who's winning here this winter at Laurel Park, stretching out to a mile. I think Shikor, if she can get back to that closing style she had in her debut win, I think she'll love the mile and the class relief she gets today.
She might have won a mile the way she was zigzagging all the way around the racetrack in the debut win with Jose Barnes. But yeah, Shikor, I think, is a user. I was hoping the 1 stayed in, because now this entry, it's going to leave Crazy Alexis on her own. I thought that entry was going to get bet down pretty much. Now it's a little interesting. Is Crazy Alexis going to be a favorite? I don't know. Maybe center stage, maybe misdriven. I think Queen to Checkmate, just a slight edge over these horses with the experience at the mile distance stand is going to be the key for Queen to Checkmate. Didn't run too bad last time behind drops and buckets. The 2-back try was what I like. Decent internal fractions, kind of churned right on through it and was game and dug in gamely when meeting it. I know this horse slowed up a little bit late in that 7-furlong race, but I think the key is just not to move too soon. Just sit there and wait and really kind of use to your advantage your stamina and grind them out through that final quarter, 5/16 of a mile.
Yeah, the barn here, Courtney Young, small outfit, but she's won 2 races here this fall, and she's won a race with the 7-pound apprentice, Luis Rodriguez, who will ride the 7 Queen to Checkmate. I like that filly. I'll use her in my top 4. I'm going to throw the 5 into the mix here. Center of the stage from the Kieran McGee barn. Gerald Almodovar in town to ride this 2-year-old daughter of Algorithms. Took her a little bit to figure it out, but they took her to Charlestown last out. A sharp maiden win against a cheap field, maiden 12-5. That's almost the bottom there. But won by 7 1/4 going away. You have to think her confidence is a little high now. Almodovar, who won on her at Charlestown, comes to Laurel to ride today, and he's a solid 37% all over the place with a positive ROI when he rides for McGee. So I'll use the 5 here in my exacta.
I don't think she's going to have an easy time like she did at Charlestown on the lead. I don't even know if she's going to get the lead with Crazy Alexis in here for McMahon. Looks like the speed if they go ahead and send her. But misdriven, the 4 comes in here for Scott Peck. Gets Lynch. Last time out wasn't bad. I mean, a little excuse at the break, kind of evenly towards the inside of the racetrack. A slight drop, and looking at the breeding, the mare, she was 3 of her 4 wins, I should say, were long on the dirt. I think this horse wants to stretch out. This is the right move, kind of even in these sprint races. Puts her in a good position to kind of stalk and just stay around for a piece or maybe just upset the apple cart.
All right, and then we both, let's see, that's it. We've talked about everybody. The 1, Marvelous Martha, is scratched. The Crazy Alexa, the 9-5 was on Marvelous Martha, I would imagine, right?
And this filly's still going to get bet, no doubt.
Crazy Alexis?
Yeah, I think so. A little bit of a drop, but the 2-back win for the Open Company was good enough in the buyer of 37. Right there, if not better than everybody in the field. Right. So there will be money definitely towards Crazy Alexis. But I think Queen to Checkmate. Yeah, I even had a mark on the 8. 200 proof is maybe used in your tries and supers. I know she was well beaten by Crazy Alexis, but you look at that little sprint to route angle for the barn. 12 runners, 25%. Not too bad.
A couple nice lightweight assignments here in this race. You're getting 108 with the 1A Crazy Alexis, with the 10-pound Apprentice Weston Hamilton, and you're getting 111 with your top pick Queen to Checkmate with Rodriguez, and 109 with the 7-pound Bug Franklin Sabalos there on the 8 200 proof. Those low weight assignments, these kind of cheap races for young fillies, they show up a little bit, I think.
Definitely could be a help to them.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll start with the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That starts in race 4. I like the late pick 4 today. That starts in the 6. We'll take a look right after this. All right, welcome back. Today at the races presented by Fidelity First. They hit the pick 6 last Saturday for a little over 14,000.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're building a little carryover up again. The pick 6 today is going to start in race 4. There's the carryover, a little shy of 2,000. They'll put anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 into it today. If you have all 6 winners, very good chance you'll be the only ticket to take down a nice score for 4,000 or 5,000. So pick 6 time here in the 4th race. It also kicks off your middle pick 4. We're going 5.5 furlongs here, claiming 7,500, 3 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. I'm going to go with the 6 Humboldt Street. My top pick is 5-year-old Maryland bred by 2 Punch. He's a cool-looking white. He's almost white, this horse for Dale Capuano. Decap has him going in the right direction. He's won 3 in a row. Last win was against a tough open nickel field. He won a dogfight that day with Duke and with Dale. Now steps up here to the 7,500 beaten level. Gets Jevion Toledo aboard. Toledo's been aboard for the last 3 wins. Humboldt Street looking for his 5th win here at Laurel Park. Dale Capuano 24% with horses who have won their last race. He'll get a nice stalking trip breaking from the 6 hole here in an 8-horse field.
Yeah.
I like the 6 Humboldt Street.
Yeah, and Dukin with Dale, the way he came back the other day, cementing the fact that Humboldt Street looks awfully strong. Dukin with Dale, I think it ran out like a mid-70 number, if I'm not mistaken. Just got beat at the wire by Sky Chaparral, who was dropping out of the other than condition for Corrales. But yeah, Humboldt Street, a good position to the outside. He and the Iron Bank, they're old rivals. I'll just take the higher the price of the 2. The Iron Bank is going to have to improve off of the last win, but I think he can. I think there's still a little bit more room for him, and he's going to sit the right kind of trip again. Sits, takes a rating hold, and makes a nice wide move. Malibu Sunset is the key to the race. The road's probably going to go through him, but now with the scratch of the 1 Town of Towns, he draws dead to the inside. King's House is another speedy type. Tosses last, was unprepared at the break. He's awfully quick as well. These 2 with a clean break won't be far away from each other, and that's why I think Humboldt Street and the Iron Bank, they might just be sitting there, right, just sitting in the catbird seat, the duel, and they come back to them. One of these 2 in race number 4, just going to try to beat the shorter price of Malibu Sunset.
You'll probably get a real nice setup for your closer, the Iron Bank. I'm hoping the Humboldt Street doesn't get caught up in that early speed duel. I'm hoping Toledo can kind of stay out of that, get a nice stalking trip. So I'll use the 4 of the Iron Bank in my top 4. You like the 6. We both like the 2 here, Malibu Sunset. We're both going against the favorite here for trainer Scott Lake. Nice win last out, but that was against Beaton Nickel Company at Parks. Got a strong 70 buyer in his last 2 races. You get Rosado, a 7-pound apprentice, coming to town here for Scott Lake. Inside post, this Bug Boy's going to have a lot of pressure on him from the get-go, right?
Yeah, he should. This horse does break well. The key to the King's House, sometimes he doesn't just break. He can break like a step slow, and that could be to his complete downfall this afternoon against a horse like Malibu Sunset. But Humboldt Street, the form that he's in right now, against the Open Company, where Malibu Street has faced Condition Company the last two.
The 5 minor legend taking a drop here. Not too much of a drop. It's dropping out of restricted races, but it is a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. The Ann Merriman Barn's been going well as of late with some wins. Kevin Gomez will ride. This horse been off form for a while.
Right.
Hopefully the drop here, well, he doesn't catch the easiest spot here in this race. He's going to have to do much better, even with the little class relief he's getting today.
Yeah, this is where he needs to be right now. But his buyers, he's a couple lengths off of these horses. But is this drop going to pick his head up enough? A decent and okay middle move against better 2 races back in the Maryland Million. But playing the conditions, this is where this horse needs to be. If he jumps up and wins, wouldn't be a complete surprise. Yeah,
all
I'm a little leery of him.
Competitive, beaten 7,500 claimer to kick off the pick 6 today. Let's take a look here at the 5th race. We'll start the late pick 5 here in race 5 with that industry low 12% takeout. Pick 5 here in race 5, going 7 furlongs, claiming 10,000 filly and mares. Never won 2 lifetime. We have a video spotlight of the 5, Honey Bun, Maryland bred, 3-year-old filly by Scipion for trainer Tim Keefe. Sharp maiden win last out October 30th. Here's the effort from October 1st, right?
October the 1st, yeah.
I'm sorry, this is 10:30 we have here.
10:30, this is the one, you're right. 2 wide to the inside. Yeah, it was down inside and took the pressure. That's its stand. And when this track wasn't great, maybe gets out maybe a little bit wider top of the stretch. And the key, I like the way this horse pulls away, and it's making me think she's kind of coming back to maybe that 41 buyer. She's going to have to prove a little bit more, but she just finished a little bit stronger. Now, that was just a little bit slower internal. You see, she got away 24, 48, and 4. I don't know if she's going to be able to get away with that today, but there are some really suspect runners in here. She was very willing to the wire. I don't think she's going to have to go too hard up front. I think she can hang around for a piece. 7 furlongs is the biggest question. 5.5 to 7. That's a question mark.
Well, the barn, Timmy Keefe barn's been going well recently, and that win had to pick her head up and going 7 furlongs. Maybe she gets in front and can slow it down in their face. I use her in my top 4, the 5, Honey Bun. We both like the 1. I'll pick the 1 on top here. Only One Wish from the Scott Lake barn gets Ricardo Chappie to ride. They've teamed up for some winners this fall here at Laurel Park, and Lake's doing the right thing with this horse. He's been running up in New York against 16,002 life, probably the bottom up there. I'm guessing the horse hasn't been running well up there. An okay 3rd back in July up there at Belmont. Has been off since early September. It's the first start here in the new barn for Scott Lake. He's 17% from a large sampling of horses, almost 200 horses. This horse is fresh. You see the bullet work, and it wasn't very fast, but a bullet work probably on a slow racetrack over there at Pimlico, half-mile work December 1st. So he's been training well here for the new barn. I don't like the inside post going 7 furlongs at all. Hopefully Chappie can work out a good trip from the rail.
This is why I just spread like crazy in this race. I mean, you look at the running lines of these horses. They've had a lot of chances. That nobody makes a nice substantial move. It's always a little bit of a grind. Can you get there? Not only One Wish. Yeah, should improve. 5% train at a Lake, not doing as well here as he used to, but he's picking things up a little bit, and for the year he's all right. This horse got beat at Canterbury for 62.50.
Right.
So
it was exposed up there. Good point.
So maybe we're talking about Honey Bun. She looks like a different kind of horse right now if she can kind of walk the dog. But I think Figgins' horse, Selling Stones. We had a Finger Lakes horse come in here and win the other day for Jamie Ness. Maybe Lightning can strike twice. Selling Stones. Second place, I should say, the second place finisher, I think, came back to run a big number for some reason, a gaudy, like a mid-60 number. Selling Stones, I think, can stalk from the outside and keep on going. And what caught my eye, look at the first time with a trainer, Figgins, 26% with a nice positive ROI, hedging towards $3. I'll take Selling Stones in here over Honey Bun, looking for a little bit of an okay price. And they're Selling Stones now. We've got a scratch of Wiggle Room in here, so she might come down a notch or 2.
All right, Wiggle Room is out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I had that. Yeah.
That's a late scratch. Okay. Yeah. All right, the 7 Selling Stones should get a nice stalking trip, breaking from the outside. I use that runner in my top 3. How about the 3 Marjorie Muggs? A good second at this level. 2 starts ago, going 7 furlongs, and then kind of ran a clunker last out, going 6 furlongs. Gets back to 7 furlongs. Maybe that's the magic distance for this 4-year-old filly by Cherokee's Boy for Sam Davis. Be a decent price. The 3 Marjorie Muggs, not too out of the question.
None whatsoever. I used her into the mix, and the 2-back try was okay. We're redeeming love 1 clear. She was 4 clear of Janalia, horse I liked the other day. So,
Yep.
yeah, she kind of just stays around.
All right, let's take a look here at race 6. I like the late pick 4 today. It starts in race 6, going 6 furlongs. Let's take a look here at my ticket, a $40 ticket for my late pick 4 play. I have a single in race 8. If we have the ticket, there we go. I'm going to go 5 deep here in race 6. This is a 16,002 life, 3/4, and looking for a little bit of a price here. The 4 Gotham Boy for Ollie Figgins and Jose Brachu, 10-1. Trying to beat the 4-5 shot. The 1 Sir Douglas here in race 6. The 7 Ice on the 7. I think we'll get a nice trip on the outside with J.D. Acosta aboard. So using the 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 here in race 6. Race 7 is a nice maiden claiming $40,000 for 2-year-olds, going a mile. And I'll go, we have a heavy favorite here. Yeah, the 8, yes means no, 3-5. So you have to use that runner. I'll use 3 other ones as well, the 1, 2, and the 5. So looking for a little bit of a price and trying to beat the favorites in races 6 and 7. I'm going to single in race 8. It's a nice first level allowance contest for Maryland bred filly and mares, going 2 turns, 9 furlongs here on the main track. And trainer Mike Trombetta made this move a little while ago, this meet with Flash McCall, ran that horse right back within 7-10 days, and the horse won. He's trying the same move here with No Picnic, who's been picking up a bunch of checks, but the beaten favored last out against Open first level allowance company. Now gets back to restricted allowance company. She's been beaten at this level before. She's the beaten favorite at this level before, but she's running back here in 6 days. I was second off a little bit of a freshening, running right back. Julian Pimentel should get a ground-saving trip from the inside. I'll go with the 1, No Picnic, for my single here on this late pick 4. Race 9's a maiden 16, 6 furlongs on the main track. The 4, Gato Dulce, going to be a heavy favorite there for Claudio Gonzalez. I'll use the 4 along with the 1, 5, and the 7 there in the finale. So $40 ticket there for my late pick 4. Can I get my single home?
Well,
No Picnic?
I'm kind of against her.
You're against
I'm going
her,
to try to beat her. I think she's a must-use in there. I like the 3 money
She's
for
suspect.
Maria
She's been beaten before at that level.
Race.
So.
But I like your attack because what do you have here in that stretch of races, in that late pick 4? You've got a 3-5 to get you started, right? In one of these races in the 7th, and you got a 3-5 in last. If you beat them, you just absolutely blow it up, and that's why this little pick 6 today. Jump in, you sneak away, nice. You beat a couple of those. You know, it may not like say 2 or 3, 4,000 into the pool. Play a smaller ticket. Just trying to beat the favorites, and go from there.
Should be a strong handle this afternoon here. Lots of money-making opportunities for you. Let's take a look here at the 6th race here. Going 6 furlongs, 16,002 life, 3 and up. I use 5 runners in here. My top pick is the 5 Jarvis for trainer John Hartzell. The 1 Sir Douglas going to be your heavy favorite, breaking from the inside, 4-5. I'll use that runner in the exacta. We're both trying to go against the favorite. Let's see if the Hall of Famer Edgar Prado can just get a better trip breaking from the outside here on this 4-year-old gelding. Took him a while to break his maiden, but he finally figured it out last time. He won by 6, got a 57 buyer, so his confidence is up. I'll go with the 5 Jarvis, looking for back-to-back win. The Hartzell barn having a nice meet here.
Yeah, she rolls.
She rolls.
He's really kind of carrying the barn right now. Jarvis took him a long time, as you said. Now with the scratch of Tam Attack, I don't know if Sir Douglas is going to be quite 4-5, but still going to be very short with the drop in class. We saw Ferrio score with a dropper the other day, but I agree with you, Jarvis. You know, maybe the light bulb went on. Legal precedent. I don't know where the speed went with this horse. That was the key. He used to have some speed. He's lost it, but he drops in class. So I'm going to use legal precedence. I think Jarvis gets the jump on the field here, Stan, and Sir Douglas is going to try to run him down. Maybe if legal precedent shows that old speed, he could be a real force. I just don't know what's happened to this horse, dropping and now in for the tag where he hasn't been the last couple races.
All right, so 5-1 for me, 5-1 for Keith. We both like the 5-1 here. Exacta, the 2 legal precedent with a shot. The 4 Gotham Boy going turf to dirt here for Ollie Figgins. The Ollie Figgins barn having a nice meet. And this 5-pound bug boy, Jose Bracho, he's been riding some winners, 4 winners so far this fall. The 4 Gotham Boy at this level, not impossible at 10-1 here.
No, this is the first time with blinkers on the dirt and LASIK. So that combination is the first time he gets it on the main track. So no doubt. Maybe you're a user. I don't know if he can win it, but definitely underneath at a price.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 7's a nice race for 2-year-olds. Maiden claiming $40,000, going a flat mile. Some nice 2-year-olds in here. heavy favorite on the outside. The 8, yes means no for Robbie Bales. Sheldon Russell will ride. This horse has the foundation under him, the seasoning, but a beaten favorite at this level. Last out, 4 to 5 last out. Ran a useful third with a wide trip that day. He'll be right there again today, but we're both going with the 5. Bust Off here has run a couple game races so far. One at Delaware against Maiden 30. Last out here at Laurel in the mud against Maiden 25. A good second last out. I think this 2-year-old by Haynesfield going to show some speed, stretching out to a mile today for Lynn Ashby, who does a nice job. Forest Boyce will ride this another Marathon Farms bred horse.
Yeah, yes means no. Well, I think we'll be in 3 to 5. Could be 1 to 2 when it's all said and done. But the knock, this horse was beaten by a couple horses that he was well clear of. The race prior. If he repeats a 59 number, I don't know if anybody's going to quite jump up and do that. But I like Bust Off. Going to go ahead and run and protect this horse with the clause there, with the waiver for the Maryland bred. Look at the mare, Grecian Maiden, 2 for 3, long on the dirt, and second down was Willa on the move.
There you go.
Remember her? We got a little stakes race. So I think and out of a double key race, horses come out of there and run well. Bust Off, can go out. I think controls this race. Maybe for the duration for Forest Boyce.
All right, so we're both on the 5, Bust Off. I think the 2, Platinum Pound's going to run a big race. First time gelding today for this 2-year-old son of Not for Love. I love the first time gelding angle. Kelly Rubley had a strong win last Monday with that allowance winner. The barn's having a nice meet. You get the leading rider, Jevion Toledo. This gelding's been away from the races since early October. Good, decent third that day in the mud at this level. Been freshened since then. A nice bullet half-mile work at Fair Hill recently. That was late November. Right. So I think the 2, Platinum Pound, first-time gelding today is going to run a big race.
I like him as a little bit of a stranger in here. You'll get an okay price, maybe in that 8, 10, 12 to 1 range. First-time gelding. The siblings have done pretty much their best work sprinting, but this guy, he looks like he wants to go long. And, he took the play and debut up there at Delaware in an 8-horse field, was bet down. Maybe things are put together now. The first-time gelding, I can see definite improvement in the 2, Platinum Pound.
Well, it's a nice maiden race for 2-year-olds there in race 7. Let's take a look at the feature of the day. Nice first-level allowance contest for Maryland-bred filly mares, 3 and up, going a mile and an 1/8 on the main track, and no picnics. Burned some money at the window. Beaten favored in 2 of her last 4 races. Beaten favored at this restricted level back in August, going 7 furlongs. She finished a decent third that day, then was second at this level, going a mile back in September. They gave her a little time off after that October 8th race. She came back in a tough first-level allowance contest on December 2nd. Shirini was, 3 to 5, coming off a long layoff for Grand Motion that day. Maybe no picnic. Needed a little race coming off the 2-month layoff. Now runs right back in 6 days. The Trombetta barn scored with that move. This fall meet here at Laurel with Flash McCall when they ran that horse right back and within a week. So they're trying the same move here with no picnic. She should get a ground-saving trip on the inside here with Trombetta's go-to rider, Julian Pimentel.
And that was the kicker, right? That was the day this horse took a ton of money late, no picnic. Got hammered down for some.
She went off the favorite over Shirini.
She was the one. Right, that went down. I looked up at the board. I said, I couldn't believe this. Right. And Shirini, who we had lined awfully short, kind of snuck away. So I don't know where that money came from. She had no real excuse. She was kind of within range, 3-4 wide, but was under a ride, leaving the far turn and just never really kicked it in. But against this field, I think she's favored right back. Money for Maria, though, she is in form. She's won 3 of her last 4. She doesn't mind the distance. I think she can go to the front or she can sit just off of it. Numbers are really going upward and upward and upward. Don't know a whole lot about the trainer, Murtkan Kanamarsi, but hitting it at an 18% rate. 9-time winner. I like that angle.
Yep.
No picnic is 1 once. This horse knows where the wire is.
Knows where the wire is. Taking a little step up today. He's been running against beaten claimers at Parks, but the buyers have been very respectable. 70 buyer last out. So I respect the 3 money for Maria. I'll use her in my top 4. The 4 I have in my exacta here include Gold, 4-year-old filly by Include for trainer Casey Cartagena, a 7-time winner here at Laurel Park, and that was a nice win 2 starts ago against Open 7500 Company. It was an off-the-turf race, but still a big 9-horse field that day. Got a 64 buyer, so Include Gold. She likes it here at Laurel. She gets Steve Hamilton to ride. Decent price here in the exacta, perhaps,
Coming
before
right
Include
back,
Gold.
just ran on the 3rd.
Yeah,
of,
she's
of,
coming
of
back
December.
in 5
Even,
days. Yeah.
yeah, I don't even have that race in my. I had to go back and put a number. I think she ran a 47 bar, but that was against Better, right? I was not mistaken. Was that a starter race?
Last out was
Okay.
against Open 15
Open
claimers.
15. Okay, Open 15.
So that's probably a little tougher than a first level Maryland bred.
I agree. And Money from Rhea, just in comparison, you look at that last race. I know that was a 7,500 condition at Parks, but a lot of these horses only we got a couple horses only won one race in here. But the 2 in Life boys that day, final time for the same distance, 147. This horse goes 44-3. This horse is razor sharp right now.
All right, nice Maryland bred allowance there in race 8 to kick off the late daily double. Let's take a look at the 9th and final race, 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 16,003 and up. We have a video spotlight here of Looks Like Simon. Let's take a look at his race from November 23rd here at Laurel.
Number 4 that day, and comes out of the gate okay, but here's the issue: 22-3, 46-3, and this horse is down inside. You see him in the that was the blue cap. He's going to kind of try to shake clear, but then he gets engaged and takes pressure. No Regrets is a horse that was dropping from New York. I believe was a slight favorite at 3-1 that day, but Looks Like Simon holds on. 22-3, like we said, 46-3, fades away from about the 5/16 pole to the wire. I know we're stretching out the 6 furlongs here, but the blinkers go on. I don't see any other horses that really want to be on the front end stand. Take this horse on the drop, off the dead rail. Looks Like Simon, I think, can go right to the front. Those internals were quicker than 9 winners of 3 in Life, 25 starters that same day.
The blinkers go on today for Hammy Smith. He's having a strong meet. Sheldon Russell rides, a must-use. I use the one on my late pick 4 ticket. She's going to have to show that speed from the inside. Running 3rd off the layoff. This could be the best race for Looks Like Simon. Decent 9-2 price. The 4, Gatto Dulce, your heavy favorite here for the leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez. He's done this move before, bringing horses from the West Coast. This horse's last few races weren't very good, and the maiden 20, that's the bottom out there at Del Mar and Santa Anita. So this gal, 4-year-old gelding by Candy Ride, is going to have to do better today. Claudio Gonzalez, 30% with new runners in his barn, positive ROI. So that's a strong stat. They're going to take the blinkers off today. Torres rides, Torres and Gonzalez, 23%. So you have to respect all that. I'll use this short price. I'm chalking it up here in the last, but I got a decent price in the exacta. The 5 Celtic Ruler. This horse ran a big race last March here at Laurel, but it hasn't been running well recently. Drops back down to maiden 16 today for Timmy Keefe and Angel Cruz.
Keefe shows the positive ROI with this type of move, this type of layoff, second off the left. Gatto Dulce, you look at the numbers. Even if you take the 45 into consideration from the 2-back drive, 58, 45, 64, 66, 66. It has 12 starts, though. Likes to run second, but we've seen this move, as you said, with this barn, the owner and trainer. They're 2 for 6 and 4 for 6 in the money with maidens on the dirt with this combination. So, yeah, going to be awfully short, but I think Looks Like Simon, if he can just get out there and relax. He's never really had a chance to do that on the dirt.
Right.
I think that could be a key for him.
I have him on my pick 4, so I'll be rooting Simon home here in the finale. Let's see. Do we have time real quick for the John Salzman? Okay, we have it. Okay, John Salzman Jr., trainer of Limited View, your favorite for tomorrow's Maryland Juvenile Filly Championship. The barn's done a tremendous job managing this talented filly. Let's hear what trainer John Salzman Jr. has to say about his Maryland bred filly, Limited View.
She's doing super. We're getting a little further away than I would want to be because we're having trouble keeping her. You know, she's really sharp right now. But we've had her to the gate 4 or 5 times, and we've had no issues over there. So hopefully that was just a one-time thing. I still don't know exactly what happened, but she's doing super. She's worked perfectly. Egger's been on her every time she's worked. Everything's so far, knock on wood, is good. I think she is better off coming a little off the pace because she loves to run at horses, so she's more up on the bit and everything when she does that. But Egger knows her as well as I do, so if she breaks sharp, and I don't want him to fight her by any means to get her back, but if she's laying close, I'll be tickled to death to see her laying 3rd or 4th down the backside.
All right, so trainer John Salzman Jr., what he was referring to at the gate was the one, it was in the Maryland Million Lassie when she got left, but still she made up a bunch of ground and a very impressive winner in the Maryland Million Lassie. So they've done a nice job schooling her at the gate. You heard him say 4 or 5 time Edgar's been on her for all the work, so I think she's setting up for a big race. Big field in the Philly Championship tomorrow.
It's you've got some horses that you're projecting some improvement. I know Mary Epler's horse kind of really improved second out, shortening up off of that big explosive, like 14-length maiden win, going a mile. Frechette is another one for Motion that's going to be a factor in there. So, yeah, hopefully going back to the gate a few times, she's all squared away. Expect a big effort from Limited View.
The best Maryland-bred 2-year-olds in the country right here at Laurel Park tomorrow. 2 of 4 stake races we have on a big Super Saturday for you tomorrow. All right, we're out of time. Keith Fustel, Stan Salter, Dave Rodman, he's coming up next while today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.